So there are several ways and places to curate materials you're using as bonuses. Probably the most common form of bonus material for affiliates, and for vendors who are just starting out, is PLR or MRR content. That stands for private label rights or master resale rights. Basically, you acquire the rights to redistribute a product yourself and offer it as a bonus. There are two major ways to go about doing this. Buying newer PLR products that recently launched in a marketplace like JVZoo or WarriorPlus, or acquiring older materials from a PLR or MRR wholesaler. The benefits of grabbing a recently launched PLR product are pretty obvious. They're usually more attractive looking and the material inside of them is usually more up to date. The downside, though, is that they're usually more expensive. This probably isn't a problem in the case of wanting just one or two bonuses, but if you're looking to maximize your conversions with a good stack of bonuses, this can be a serious issue, especially if you're just starting out and you don't have much capital to spend. The obvious benefit of approaching a wholesale PLR or MRR store, and you can just Google literally PLR store or MRR store, is that you'll be able to acquire several products for an incredibly low amount. The downside is that they're going to look old and may have some out-of-date content. As long as it's not too severely out of date, this might not be a huge issue. Remember, you're giving this away for free after all. But it's the old look and feel of the product that will result in a lower perceived value. Chapter 4 covers how to rectify this problem and repackage your bonuses in an attractive way. And this assumes that the license that you got for your PLR or resale rights content allows you to modify the e-covers. Needless to say, you should always review these materials and ensure that they meet a minimum standard of quality, and if they are out of date, make sure they're not so severely out of date that they would actually harm your buyers' businesses. Finally, the other option is using your own materials. If you've been online for a while, there's a good chance that you'll already have existing content of your own. This might be blog content, lead magnets, or reports you created, or even a collection of paid products of yours, such as ebooks, video courses, or software. In the case of blog content, you would simply have to repurpose this and repackage it as a bonus product, probably in ebook form. But in the case of existing products of your own, they might already be in a ready-to-go state as is. Worst case scenario, if they're a bit old, you want to create an updated e-cover for them. And speaking of creating new e-covers, let's move on to the next lesson where we're going to discuss how to beautify and repackage your bonus content.